I'm super excited you're here. If you have no idea what the heck's going on, hi, my name is Heather. I am your PureWomans consultant. I have been in business for the past 6-ish years. I don't know, depends on what year it is right now. So I started in 2016. I have 2 beagles and an old man cat, so if you see a creature pop up in the background or if you hear them sound off, that's my life. That's what happens, right? So I'm here to share all of the best and my favorite things and top sellers with you in as little time as possible, right? So super stoked you're here. Let's get started. Now, if you've heard anything about PureWomans, you've probably heard about Coochie, right? Which is our rash-free shave lotion. So I want you to picture the last time that you went to the grocery store, okay? For me, it's usually Aldi. It's perfectly fine, right? So wandering to the grocery store and all of a sudden, you get that weird itch, right? And you're trying to like pretend to dig the quarter out of your pocket, even though, let's be honest, after 2020, we're not really wearing jeans anymore. We're just wearing leggings and they don't have pockets, right? But we have that weird itch, right? The ingrown hair, the itchy, uncomfortable skin. So that is what Coochie combats against, right? It's going to soften the hair as it grows back and make it so you shave less often. Now, there's a bunch of different scents. We have some for our more masculine folks. If you decide that your man needs some Coochie, that's fine. What man doesn't love Coochie on his face? But we do also have them for our sensitive Susies. So if you are somebody who can't have scents or dyes, I've got you covered. I have our Healy line, which is completely unscented, or it's scented with lavender and chamomile essential oils, right? So no artificial fragrance there, but we do have all of these smells over here, right? Lots of different options. So after we shave, we're gonna go ahead and follow up with the aftershave, right? So it is not like Macaulay Culkin, it is not Home Alone, it does not burn. There is no alcohol, right? And that is super important. It is going to be a botanical based aftershave, which is going to help create a protective barrier between your skin and the outside world. So no gunk, no bacteria, dirt, debris gets into those pores when everything is open and warm and comfortable, right? Now it is super duper important to moisturize, right? So there's a couple of different options. We have our Lazy Girl lotion, which is our body dew. That is a hydrating dry oil, right? So 1 spritz on each limb. Go ahead and rub that in. Just please make sure, for the love of baby Jesus, that you are out of the bathtub. And if you have a tile or smooth floor, you are standing on a rug or a bath mat. Okay, it's perfectly fine if you want to use your toilet seat as a footstool. Just make sure that you wipe off that toilet seat before you leave the bathroom, because otherwise you will forget and whoever uses it next will not know it's there. Somebody is sliding butt naked onto the floor, and while it's funny, it's not a good time, okay? So if you are one of my people who's like, Heather, I'm way too lazy for lotion, give me the Lazy Girl lotion, okay? All you're gonna do is barely dry off, right? Just kind of towel dab your body, 1 spritz on each limb, rub it in, you're good to go, okay? Now, if you are somebody who really needs the lotion or you get super dry and ashy in the wintertime, our body lotion, 1, it's as big as my face, right? It's a very large bottle, but it's also going to be waterless, right? There's no additional water. The first ingredient is going to be aloe. So the only water in here is what's in the aloe, right? So we have aloe, coconut oil, jojoba oil, all the things that we expect to put shine and moisture into our hair or help heal our skin after a sunburn in the bottle. Once again, it's going to come in all of the different smells, okay? So we've showered, we've moisturized. I don't know about you, but hot baths fix everything for me, okay? If I'm grumpy, if I am crampy, if I am sick, if I'm congested, all of the things. Tell me to go take a bath, maybe throw some cheesecake or brownie bites at me, or both, it's fine. Mini pumpkin pies, banana bread, I don't care. Baked goods, any baked goods, I'm a happy camper, right? So throw some sort of baked good at me, and I'll probably simmer down, okay? If you were like me, hot baths are delightful. You probably also enjoy lots of bubbles or at least a nice cleanser. Okay, there's a difference between a soap and a cleanser. We can talk about that later. But our pH Balance Body Cleanser, right? It's a nice bubble bath and body wash. Okay, this is the unscented one I was talking about, right? So it is going to come in all of our smells, but it will also come completely unscented or the lavender chamomile. So if you need all the bubbles, you want to get clean, if you have little humans who always want to use your stuff, or maybe you need to help them relax and kind of chill out before bedtime, got the lavender kind. It'll help ease them to sleep, okay? I got you. We're gonna get them in bed. It'll be fine, right? Maybe you have lots of body aches. Maybe everything is sore. Maybe you are like me and you have the old lady back and you always have the heated like butt warmers on in your car. Doesn't matter if it's summer, they're still on. My body gets cranky, right? So we also have our CBD Epsom soak, right? It's a bath soak. We have a couple of different CBD products. If you're completely unfamiliar with what CBD is, I'm gonna give you a rundown in like 30 seconds or less, right? It does not get you high. It is part of the same plant, but very minuscule amounts of anything can even show up on a test for you, and it is meant to address inflammation and moisture retention, okay? So having it in the Epsom salt, right? If you add salts to your bath already, you know how amazing they are. This is going to help reduce inflammation, which is often the cause of lots of joint pain and aches, but it's also going to help retain moisture. So if your skin gets super dry, whether it's on the inside or the outside, we have different CBD products to help address that, right? Now, like I said, I get super old lady cranky back. It's rough, especially if I sleep the wrong way and then everything hurts and I'm stuck like this. It's weird, okay? So we also have what is called our Healy Muscle Rub, okay? So it's going to be incredible. It does smell a little bit like Vicks Vapor Rub, but here's the thing, okay? If I put this on, within 30 seconds, I can feel the cooling. Within a couple of minutes after that, like, it's like icy to dull the pain, hot to relax it away, right? But because of the CBD, I don't feel anything within like 2 minutes. It doesn't hurt. Everything's good. And I am someone who can't take pain medication. Advil, Tylenol, none of those work for me, right? So normally I either take a hot bath or I just deal with it if I have body aches and cramps, okay? I don't have to anymore. I don't have to suffer. It's amazing, okay? When I say I can't take pain medication, like I have to take 750 milligrams of hydrocodone to feel anything, okay? My kidneys would prefer that I didn't, personally, so would I. So this is it. This, hot baths, whether it's with the soak or if we're just doing some sort of scented bubble bath, all the good things, right? Hot baths fix everything. Okay, so hot baths fix everything, right? Now, you might be sitting here like, you know, I've been to a party once and there was this thing, there's a tiny little bottle, I don't know what it's called, but it got me free drinks at the bar. Hey, I got you, okay? So that is our basic instinct, okay? Basic instinct is our pure bottled pheromone. Pheromones are your body's natural sex attractant. Now, when I say it's bottled pheromone, I don't mean you put it on and you walk outside and every single man in your apartment complex is chasing you down the street. Okay. Hi, I'm very single, and if that were the case, I would not be, and I would also not need a gym membership, but I do. Do I go? No. I walk with the dogs. It's fine. But if that were the case, everything would be golden. However, it is going to help put you in a better mood, right? So if you deal with any sort of people, small people, big people, people in your house, people that you have to be paid for to work with, right? Any public-facing position, you probably know what I'm talking about. At some point, everybody sucks. Sometimes it's us. A lot of the times other people, okay? It's going to help put you and those around you in a better mood, and it changes on everyone. So you put it on, it's going to smell a little fruity. In about 20 to 30 minutes, it's going to work with your body chemistry, body temperature, so every time you wear it, it will smell differently. Now, does that mean you're necessarily going to like the way that you smell? No. We're not trying to attract you to yourself. We're trying to attract other people to you, right? That's how it works. So if you don't like the way you smell, that's perfectly fine. Somebody else probably really loves it. Whether that's peppers, cinnamon buns, that fresh, clean smell, floral, fruity. Some people smell like Play-Doh. It's fine, right? Now, a lot of our bath products, including the two perfumes we have, right? We have a Flirt perfume and a Dirty French perfume. If you are somebody who likes fruity and a light and springy and summery smell, that's going to be our Flirt. That's going to be a jasmine and citrus. And if you are somebody who likes something a little bit more earthy and florally, that is our Dirty French, okay? So we have the two perfumes, but every other thing is going to have its own body spray. It's going to be a deodorizing body spray. So it neutralizes the odor and then adds the smell instead of making like flowered sweat shoes. They're just going to smell like flowers, right? So if your shoes, your gym bag, your car smells like tiny humans, weird pets, or some questionable combination of whatever else you've come in contact with, I got you. It's all good, okay? Okay, now these next four I'm going to talk about kind of quickly, but it's perfectly fine. We can talk about them later. But you've also seen them before and afters already, right? So first one, Rapid Rewind. If you are somebody who has fine lines, wrinkles, maybe dark circles under your eyes, maybe, you have humans that you've created and you don't get a lot of sleep. Maybe it just looks like you don't get a lot of sleep, okay? This is going to be a tinted tightening moisturizer. So it's going to plump up the water cells in your face, reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. And because it is tinted, it's going to help redistribute the light so that nothing looks as dark as it is. Now, all you're going to want to do is tap with your non-dominant ring finger. So if you are right-handed, use your left ring finger. It has the least amount of pressure, and we're tapping. We're not rubbing. We're going to tap. A little bit goes a long way, and it comes in a pump. You can always apply more, but you don't need to most of the time, okay? It's going to be our quick fix. Like for the next 8 hours, I got you. If you're going to a wedding, boom, perfect. If you were looking for more of a long-term solution for the rest of your body, we have what is called Body Boost. It's going to be our tightening, toning, and firming lotion. Reduce the appearance of cellulite. Help reduce the appearance of stretch marks, which we also have a stretch mark oil to pair with it if that's what you're going for, okay? If you're somebody who's currently growing tiny humans, I have a friend of mine, has triplets, gives it a 5-star recommendation. Every time anyone mentions babies, that is her go-to, right? Because no stretch marks with triplets, and we know that that's a lot of baby, right? It's a lot of skin. So, Body Boost, tightening, toning, and firming lotion. We're gonna rub it in circular motions, and we're good to go. Okay, now, if you are like me and obviously look like you've spent 6 months in an Alaskan winter, even though summer just ended, maybe you don't like tanning, but you like to have the glow. Maybe you just don't want to scare small children when you walk outside. Although it's spooky season, maybe you do. I don't know, right? But we took our Body Boost, right, tightening, toning, and firming lotion, and we added the same kind of self-tanner you get in a spray tan. So, tighten, tone, and firm. Tighten, tone, firm, and tan. Okay, it comes in a light to medium and a medium to dark. That is called Cocoa Glow. If you're like, Heather, oh my goodness, I love all of these things, but I gotta tell you, I chafe. I chafe a lot, and it's uncomfortable, and I can't wear any of the things that I want to wear because everything just rubs together. Girl, I got you. Okay, I understand. Every single summer, I sell out of this. I have so much of it. It's insane. So, Chafe Escape, right? Goes from a lotion to a powder. Now, a little bit goes a very, very long way. Okay, this is a tapioca lotion. So what it's going to do is once you rub it in, it's going to dry. Once it dries, it creates that matte powder finish. Okay, a little bit goes a very long way. If you use too much, it does look like you melted a package of powdered donuts. If you're gonna look that way, you may as well get to eat the donuts, right? If you don't want them, send them to me. I'll eat them while I take a bath. It's fine, okay? But Chafe Escape. So whether you have broad chafing, right? Anywhere on your side, maybe you have like some skin on skin contact, any of the thighs going on, anywhere that your body chafes, okay? If you have people in your life who maybe get some swamp ass, right? Maybe all of the gooch and everything else, a little sweaty and chafy and gross and uncomfortable, just put it on when your skin is dry and it will help absorb the extra moisture. Will you have to reapply it? Possibly, depending on how much heat, sweat, and humidity is going on, but it's going to help address the problem, okay? Now, there are a couple more things I want to talk to you about as far as all of our front half of the catalog goes, and we're going to do it super quick, right? So, a few years ago, we came out with essential oils, right? And for me, I was like, we're doing what? I do that how? What do I mix it with? I don't know what to do. I'm not going to touch it. So they made it super duper easy for us, okay? Everything comes in a roller ball except for one. Now, can you probably still lick these? Sure, just wouldn't recommend it, okay? The 3 that are my favorite. 1 is going to be the Rise and Grind. It's going to help wake you up, help you focus. That is a peppermint and citrus. Okay. So if you are somebody who maybe you wake up and you can't get rid of that brain fog, you just can't really focus on things. So we do have the Rise and Grind as a roll-on, but we have it in a supplement, which I'm super stoked about. It really makes things a lot easier, right? If you're somebody who maybe as an adult still has ADHD that hasn't been fully diagnosed, hi, hello, make your to-do list a to-done list. Okay. If you were like me and you learned in 2020 that you are allergic to your cat, or maybe you just have really bad seasonal allergies, okay? Open Sesame is basically Vicks Vapor Rub in a bottle, and it helps clear up the nasal passages. Now, back, chest, bottoms of the feet for any of these, right? Do not go above the jawline, would not recommend, especially with this one, because like Vicks, it's going to fume upwards. So if you put it here, thinking my sinuses are right here, it's perfectly fine. Don't do it. Do not do it. It does not feel good, would not recommend, especially if you don't read the instructions and you're driving 70 down the highway. Not a good time. You can't keep going, but you can't pull over. It's really weird, okay? The very last one is called Be Kind Unwind. It used to be called Time to Go Flow, right? So it's meant to address any of the symptoms and issues that we have with our menstrual cycles, right? So moodiness, anxiety, nausea, cramps, all the things, right? So it's a rosemary and lavender blend. And for me, when I get really bad anxiety, I get like the jitteriness and the chest heaviness, and if it's not so bad, I get nausea, right? So if I have a chest heaviness and it's really bad, it brings it down to a nausea. If I have nausea, it helps it to go away, okay? That is just me. I've heard great things from other people who also experience anxiety and depression, but I don't know exactly what will work for you. We can give it a shot, okay? All right, so we're gonna step over into foreplay, massage, all of the good things. Now, if you've ever been to a party, you know, obviously, for the most part, it's a toy party, but sometimes it's really, really scary, and sometimes we don't know how to do that sort of thing, right? This right here is going to be our Dream On massage ball. If you are somebody who has plantar fasciitis, if you run and you get lots of pain in your arches, if you are just someone who maybe needs to get the knots out of your back and are sick of trying to take hot baths 7 times a day, right? It's going to be a vibrating ball. You can wedge it between yourself and the couch, right? Just push it right behind you, and then you can just shimmy back and forth, and it's going to go ahead and help dig into the muscles, just like a softball would or a lacrosse ball, but because it's vibrating, it's helping to loosen up the muscle tissue. Now, obviously, it doesn't look like there's batteries in here, right? Anything I show you is going to be rechargeable, which means it is bathtub friendly, up to 3 feet deep for up to 30 minutes, and that also means it's USB rechargeable, okay? So, no batteries, no fuss, no muss. But this can also be used if you wanted to use it for clitoral stimulation, okay? This is our representative clitoris. Clitoris here, labia here, vaginal opening there. Hello, right? Also a pure women's gang sign. If you ever see me, you can throw this bad boy up and I'll get super excited. Way more than you would ever expect. It's a really fun time, okay? If I see you in public and I'm drinking something, I will also buy you a drink. Come find me on margarita night. It's a good day, okay? But this is our massage ball, right? This is called Dream On. So any of your body massage or any sort of bathtub play, clitoral play, all of the good stuff. Now, it's starting to get colder outside, right? If you are like me, you get body aches and cramps and all of the things, right? If you have a high stress job, you get lots of knots in your shoulders, this is gonna be one of your new best friends, okay? So we have a single version, which is just a heart. This one's gonna come with 2 of these. So we have the hot heart massager and this one, which will come with 2. Each one has its own bullet. That is the Heart Throb, okay? There are 2 sets of straps in the back here. So one's gonna hold it to your hand. The other one holds the bullet underneath. Now it's gonna start out like a liquid. There's this little metal disc, if you can see it right here. You're just gonna push that, pop it like you would break a cookie in half. Okay, we're not folding the metal in half, we're just gonna push the center out. And what it's gonna do, it's gonna activate, it's gonna turn into a gel, it's gonna heat up to about 130 degrees for 30 to 45 minutes, okay? So anyway, we're gonna put it, if you wanna use it to get rid of cramps, body aches, tuck it in your pants, tuck it under a bra strap while you're driving, if you have long road trips, if you decide that you wanna go ahead and have your partner give you a massage, here's what we do, okay? We tell them it's only gonna stay warm for about 20 minutes or so. You're going to volunteer to give them a massage for the first 10 to 15 and you'll take whatever's left. Now, did I just tell you it stays warm for about 30 to 45 minutes? Yes, I did. Am I also telling you to repeat what I just said to you, which isn't quite accurate? Yes, I did. Will it usually take them a good 7 to 12 minutes to realize that the sex toy lady may have lied to them? Yes, it will. Okay. Now, sometimes we have partners who are really great at massages and it's fine. Other times we don't. Okay, this makes it super easy. It's gonna hold onto their hand for them. They don't have to hold it. It just goes like this and they wax on, wax off, okay? Now, speaking of massage and floor play, if you are somebody who says, Heather, you know, I love lots of things, but I have a gag reflex when I brush my teeth and any sort of other activities, like I don't know what else it could be, right? If you find that you're at home more and you're talking a lot more, so your throat is sore, maybe you yell a lot, maybe you have some weird little tickle in your throat because you're coughing, whatever it is, right? Allergies get me too. But any of those things are causing throat irritation. The inside of your throat has tiny little hairs, and so when something goes down there that's not supposed to, it tries to kick it out like a pinball machine, okay? Great Head is basically like hair gel for those hairs in the inside of your throat. It's going to help smooth them down so they just kind of relax. And it's also going to help soothe the inside of the throat like a throat lozenge does. So if you have that sore, scratchy throat from talking or yelling or screaming too much, sports games, what have you, I don't judge, it's going to help address that, okay? Plus, let's be honest, everything tastes better than penis, okay? Now, if you are like, Heather, I don't have a whole lot of time for foreplay. I know it's supposed to take 15 to 20 minutes, but sometimes I only have 15 to 20 minutes to get dressed, do the deed, and get back, like, whatever, right? I have people who are coming home. I have things to do. We're all totally fine. Okay, we have what are called our enhancement creams, right? So we have O and the Excitement. Okay, so 2 different things, right? So O is going to be a cream. It's going to go on your pinky. It's strong enough for both men and women, right? Just a little pinky tip dab onto the clitoris. Boop. That's it. A little bit is more than enough. You can always add more. You cannot take it away. It has a cooling sensation. Okay, if it goes on a man, it's going to go down the main vein of the penis and behind the testicles. Now, if you're not super stoked about that, we do also have one that is a warming sensation that is going to be a gel, okay? So that is Excitement. This one is meant only for those with a vagina and clitoris and is not meant for anybody who is on blood thinners or has any sort of STIs or super sensitivities, just because it does have the niacin in there. And that is what causes the warming sensation, okay? So gels are going to absorb faster. The cream is going to be stronger. We can absolutely chat about which one is best for you, especially if you're somebody who's sensitive. One other enhancement that we have that is fantastic, right? We talked about Great Head for your throat. We also have what is called Booty Ease, which I call Great Head for your butt. Okay, so it's going to work the same way. It's going to help relax all of the tissues and help soothe so that we don't have irritation. It does not numb, and it is not a lubricant. It's going to be used in addition to a lubricant, right? Which we're going to talk about in like 2.2 seconds. But Booty Ease is like great head, but for your butt, right? So it's going to help everything relax so that things can be more comfortable. Okay, so all of the things, right? We're going to talk about lubricants in short amount of seconds or less, right? So the very first one is going to be our standard water-based lubricant that is great for all things vagina. If you are super sensitive, it is FDA cleared and safe for pregnancy and condom use and our cancer survivors, okay? It comes in a sugar glazed donut. If you're super sensitive, we have unscented, unflavored. When I say sugar glazed donut, I mean like Krispy Kremes, okay? So that when someone comes back up for their kiss of victory, you can taste donuts instead of your vagina. It's a good time, right? If you are somebody who has pain with insertion, any sort of vaginal stimulation, or maybe you just find yourself constantly re-adding lubricant, or you're dry and uncomfortable during the day, we do have the Healy water-based lubricant that is going to be a CBD additive. Okay, now, so water-based are going to be for all things vagina. They're fantastic. We have silicone lubricant, which is for all things Hollywood lied to us about. Water play, marathon sex, and anal sex, right? Any sort of anal play. So, shower sex, not fun and easy. Pools, hot tubs, all the things, right? Not as fun and easy as Hollywood makes it look. Same thing for these marathon lovemaking sessions, right? 6 hours, like, girl, no. I got time for like 30 minutes and then I want a nap and an Oreo. Food is my life, y'all. It's fine, right? Or any sort of backdoor play, right? So the butthole doesn't make any of its own moisture. It does not, okay, which is good because that would be kind of messy. But silicone lubricant is going to stay put until you remove it. Can you use this vaginally? Absolutely. Can you use it with toys? You can use it with our toys because it is slightly altered and is safe for our silicone. It's been tested with ours. I don't know about other companies, okay? So all things Hollywood lied to us about. The last one is going to be for all things penis or body massage, right? So we have Whipped and the Euphoria Creme lubricant. If you are looking for something that is for any sort of hand favor, oral favor, or toy that involves a penis or any sort of delightful edible body lotion, here we go. Okay, use it as a foreplay tool, put it in 3 spots, tell them it's in 5, and you can't do anything else till they find all of them. Okay, it's gonna be a fun time. Calorie-free, sugar-free, gluten-free, but lots of delicious flavors, okay? Now, as we keep going, we've already talked about the tote and the cleaner, right? I know I'm racking up the minutes. We're gonna get super close to the end, okay? So, if you notice here, I have a nice, super blue, comfy PJ top and shorts that have pockets. Y'all, this is part of our sleepwear line. We do also have some lingerie. I'm gonna show you a couple of my best-selling pieces that are in the catalog. I do have lots of others that are not in the catalog, so we can talk about those. However, okay, so if you are somebody who maybe wants to kind of smooth everything out for date night, you want a killer bodysuit, we have our shapewear. So we have the bodysuit, which is gonna be pretty high cut, like Baywatch, but it is going to smooth everything out. That is going to come in the bodysuit as well as a slip. I have this guy here, which looks very strange. It has shorts, but then it also has a cowl neck top. Okay, that one is Wild at Heart. Goes really well also with a pair of jeans. If you are looking for something a little bit more fitted, I have the Power Play. This is going to be plum. For this one, it has the cutout in the front for any sizes, 1X and up. Small through large are going to have a cutout for this whole portion right here as well. We have a little bit more support on the sides for anyone who's a little bit bigger in the chest. Okay, so Power Play is gonna be much more fitted, but it's a nice stretchy mesh. And the last one I want to show you super duper quick is going to be Peep Show. If you're looking for something that's also super comfy to sleep in, but still maybe a little bit more on the lingerie side than the cooling, moisture wicking pajamas, this is going to be your thing. Okay, so it's satin on the bottom, comfy lace on the top with a racer back. All of these pieces are going to come through at least small through XL, if not all the way up to 3X or 4X, okay? Now, all right, so 7 minutes or less, we're going to talk about any and all of the fabulous toys that are here. If you go ahead and watch the rest of the videos that are on this YouTube page, you can see a ridiculous number of other ones, okay? But I'm going to tell you about the best ones, my favorite ones, and the best-selling ones, because they're everybody else's favorites. So, first things first, we're going to start with ones that can be for you and a partner. You have a partner with a penis, right? This set right here is called Our Little Secret. So it's going to be a set of remote controls. Yes, I said that, okay? So this one here is for you, and it comes with a Fitbit type of controller. And then you get a regular little one here, which will then also go with this. So we would put the Whipped on first, then we would stretch this bad boy, slide it down the shaft, and then you can control it. Now here's the thing. one remote controls them all. So any of our remote control toys operate on the same frequency. So if you have this set, but a friend of yours has this guy, which also comes with a watch band remote, they can push this button. It makes yours change as long as they're on. Okay, so if you go out in public on date night, just know that it's possible that somebody else might have control and it's not you or your partner, which is fine. It's fun, right? Now, if you're like, Heather, whoo, I don't need something that, I don't need a two-piece set, maybe just one, okay? I have plenty. We have some that are just internal, some that are external, some that magnetize to your underwear. We can talk about all of them and find you the right one. Okay. Now, if we are looking for something that is just for you and maybe you're a little bit more solely external, that's perfectly fine. We've got this bad boy right here. Mine's blue. Yours would be purple. It's called Opening Act. Okay. It's got 30 different speeds and functions. If you've never had a vibrator before, or maybe you've been told to get a bullet, it's going to be your new bullet. It is rechargeable. It is more powerful and longer lasting than anything that is battery operated. It is also water friendly, but it is going to be very soft, very flexible, 30 different speeds and functions, which means it's going to remember where you left off. If you really like number 17, you find out that's your jam, you don't have to turn it on and start counting. It's going to stay where you left off when you turn it off, okay? Now, this is not dual-ended, okay? It doesn't do both, it's a handle. Handle, okay? But one of our best sellers, definitely my recommendation if you've never had a vibe before. Now, if you're like, Heather, I've got a little bit of sexual trauma, I'm trying to heal a little bit from it, but I can't do anything that vibrates and I can't do anything internal. Totally understand. I'm here if you want to talk about it. If you don't, but you still want to venture into something, okay, this one is called the Womanizer. There is no vibration. What it does is their clitoris, remember, this cone is going to go right over the top and it blows air. That's it. Like when you blow raspberries on someone's stomach. I can't do it now. Nope. There we go. Okay. That is what it does. Okay. If you've ever tongued an instrument in band, okay, I call it the rodeo because let's be honest, rodeos, they have to last 8 seconds, right? If you can last 8 seconds on each one of these speeds and just go through all 10, I'm gonna be very impressed. No one that I have given this challenge to has told me they made it past 6. Think about that for a second. Orgasm, 8 seconds or less. You're welcome. Okay, now, if you are looking for something a little bit more adventurous, or maybe you want to venture into anal, your partner does, totally cool, I've got a new fun thing for you. Okay, this one's called the Fifth Base, and it comes with 2 parts. Now, anything that goes in the butthole needs to either have a stopper, right, or be T-shaped. So this is tapered, because we all know the butthole just kind of sucks everything in. I don't need to be the reason that you wind up on sex. Got me to the ER, okay? So this is tapered, and it will stop right here. This does not go in by itself. Don't do it, okay? Now, butt toys are like penguins and lobsters. They mate for life. If it goes in your butt, it goes in no one else's. I know. I'm funny, but I mean it, okay? So it's going to be a rechargeable vibe. You can absolutely use it by itself. You want to use it for body play, but this can go in by itself, right? We can use the Booty Ease first, let that soak in. Then we use the Pure Pleasure, which is a silicone lube for all things Hollywood lied to us about, and then slowly insert. Okay, this can go in by itself. It is hollow on the inside, so it might be a little bit easier if you are a newbie. Okay, if you decide you want vibration, this can slide right into the inside, and you just pull everything out with the loop. Okay. Now, if you're looking for a different kind of partner play, or even by yourself, but on the occasion with a partner, we have what are called C rings. You dirty birdies, they're couples or constriction rings, but I like the way you think. Okay, so first things first, whipped is going to go on the shaft of the penis if you're using it with a penis partner, and then we're going to slide it down, right? It's going to reduce friction when we use that lotion-based lubricant. It's going to make sure that it doesn't feel like there's duct tape ripping their skin off, okay? So a small loop's going to go around the shaft. You're like, Heather, that's cute. Girl. If it doesn't fit, you don't sit. I don't know how you're walking, okay? So shaft, and this is going to loop back around the testicles. If you are somebody who has a vaginal vibe, or if you are just by yourself, go ahead and turn that on. You can still use it as like a ring vibe. It's total. Thank me later, okay? So what this is going to do, it's going to restrict his blood flow, which is going to give him a longer, stronger, harder erection. If he's someone who loses it easily or can't get it back for round 2 as fast as you would both like, this is going to help address that by restricting the blood flow. Now, the very last one I want to talk about is the main attraction, okay? If you are somebody who's like, hi, I'm super sensitive when the wind blows, I get a little sweaty. Or if you need a jackhammer, okay? And if you are one of those women, you know that you need a jackhammer, okay? This is going to give you both in one. Okay, this is called main attraction. You'll notice it's super flexible and it's got this weird shape, okay? It was designed by a female gynecologist. So Right here, super tapered, when your vagina closes down for orgasm, that's where it closes. It's going to pull itself further inside. These vibrating ridges are going to pull themselves further into your G-spot, pushing this into your clitoris. You're welcome. It's going to take you hostage, and that's okay. Okay, each one of these controls a different motor. So one button controls the clitoral, one button controls the G-spot. And there's 10 functions on each motor. So you can turn this up to 10, you can turn this up to 10, or anywhere in between, all at once, one at a time, completely your choice. Okay, that is all that I have to share with you today. So if you have any questions, send them to me. If you want to check out the website, the catalog, if you want to make sure that everything is the right thing for you, whether it's the right size of clothing, the right vibe, the right smell, I got you. Send me a message. We'll talk about it. We'll figure it out. Everything ships discreetly, and I want to make sure that you have the best experience possible. Okay, so if you have a wonderful night, I will talk to you soon. Bye.